Hey everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I'm glad that you're here. One of my favorite types of videos, and actually one of the main reasons I got into American Girl YouTube, dollhouse tours. Yes. At this point, I have so many doll spaces in my home, and they are pretty much all complete. So it's not so much like new videos are going to be expansions of that. They're just going to be all the dolls in them are wearing different clothes. So it's kind of a nice opportunity to get to see updated what they're wearing. And also, I kind of change a few things out for the seasons. So the last one I did was a winter dollhouses tour. It's a lot of dollhouses. And this one is for spring. So some things have been updated. If you have not watched any of my dollhouse videos, I would definitely go back and watch some of the others. I will put all of them in, they're all in a playlist, and I will put that at the end of this video. But for those of you who have watched these many times, I'm just going to dive right in. All right. So we're going to start out in the basement where I have lots and lots and lots of doll spaces that my youngest daughter doesn't know about. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I'm enjoying this paradise just by myself for now. Here is Leah's hut. I bought this thing on Facebook Marketplace on the cheap, like seriously $20 because it was missing pretty much everything. And I made two little wooden pieces there, so I didn't have to choose. With the original one, you have to choose, do you want her to have a desk or a bed? And I was like, both, thank you. And I just covered these pieces of scrap wood with contact paper. And I don't think that it feels empty or like it's missing a bunch of stuff because I just put in other appropriate stuff, but I've never had any of the accessories for her hut and never have really cared about that. And let me move Kanani just so you can see some of the other things. So yeah, there's Kanani and our 45, well, one of our 45s. This is Lyric. And the backpack, just because I realized Lyric was covering it up. And then if you move right beyond the hut, you can see the hut on the left here. There are a couple of vehicles. There's an Our Generation ice cream truck and a Jeep that I customized, and they are sitting underneath this table. So we've got Melody's recording studio, or Hitsville, USA recording studio. Melody's in there singing. And we've got Zariah wearing Claudie's wig. Pay attention to their cute little spring outfits. And if you haven't seen this, somebody mentioned not too long ago in a comment to one of my videos that they are still waiting for me to do like a review of all the big ticket items we have, kind of in depth, talking about how much space they take up and maintaining them and play value and how sturdy they are and all that. And I promise I will get to that. So if you like any of these but wanted a more detailed tour of them or, look at them, I will do that at some point. This is just kind of a glance. Some of the cute details that I love, the things that put a smile on my face when I look at our doll spaces. And then I'll just keep moving through to the next spots. All right, so on the top of one of the dollhouses that has 3 rooms in it, I have this fake grass, and I changed this out to be like winter. I've had a Christmas tree farm there and a pumpkin patch, and right now we have the Our Generation greenhouse on top, and it looks so cute. I did some customizing of this. There's a separate video. It would be in the DIY/tutorials playlist on my channel. If you missed that and want to check it out, make a mental note to go there. And I definitely think I improved it. It was cute to begin with, but now it's super cute. Kaya wearing Blair's gardening outfit is just precious. And this is an extra welly wisher that I don't know, at some point we were trying to sell and nobody has bought her, so I just grabbed her to bring down here for some pictures. And then I wanted to visually separate this from the next scene, so I put the trees there, just little saplings. And I love, love, love this Weber grill. Weber, whatever you say. I love it, and I've been really looking forward. I was going to wait until like summer, but I might not change this between spring and summer, or at least not that much. So I was like, I'm getting it out now. It's warm enough. Some days are warm enough in Ohio to grill out at this point. And then Mary Ellen's Airstream. This was upstairs the last time I filmed, and now it's down here to be part of the spring/summer outdoor scene. Got the Kira that I bought used and rehabbed, hanging out with Logan. And they've got some of the pieces from the Girl of Today picnic set or barbecue set. I don't know. Somebody will correct me in the comments. And then Sage is just chilling out. She's being a little bit antisocial. But sometimes you want to do that, and what better place to do it? All right, and then from this whole upper part, just a couple cute pictures. And I remembered, oh yeah, I should turn on the lights and I should play the sounds of things because I don't always remember to do that in my dollhouse tours. So here you go. And then there's the light. What I need somebody to help me with is, these sounds are really short-lived. Is this in demo mode and there's a space or something that I should be pushing to get them to play longer? Because that happened with our generation fireplace. I was like, why do the flames only last 5 seconds? And then a year and a half later, I realized, oh, my bad, that thing's been in demo mode. And there was like a switch that I needed to flip to make that last longer. So maybe that's the case with Mary Ellen's camper Airstream. If that's the case and you know that to be true, please let me know in the comments so I can fix it. All right, so some more pictures. All right, and then this is what is underneath all of that outdoor stuff we just saw. So this is right underneath where the greenhouse is. And that is Fallon, the very first CYO that I ever designed. And here is Nanea. For those of you who might be watching my channel for the first time, I love all of Courtney's collection. I don't really care one way or the other about the doll, so we don't own Courtney. We have everything but Courtney, her Molly doll, and her hamster. But all the rest of her collection we do own. I didn't really change anything up for this. I mean, I took the Christmas stuff back out, so it's kind of back to its year-round look. Mostly, I just changed out who was in it. I love this room, so there's really nothing I want to change about it. All right, and then immediately to the right of that room is this one, which I often refer to as the room of requirement because there's nothing permanently on the walls and it just gets changed up periodically. So it has been a yoga studio, and then in this video, it is still the Lunar New Year setup that I did. I'm thinking about doing maybe a doctor's office for a little while there. Let me know if you have some ideas that you would like to see in this room of requirement. Maybe a shoe store, like an American Girl store. American Girl shoe store. I don't know. We've been toying with a few ideas, but it's really convenient to have that room. And then to the right of that is the Curled by Us hair salon. Yes, it is a World by Us pun. I didn't change up a lot of this other than I took all the Christmas stuff back out. I changed who's in it. The stylist there is Tiana, and she's wearing a top top / dress that my wife made. Oh, and I got those little clippers, like the razor clippers. They are our generation, I believe, but I got them from the gray market on eBay. So that's an addition. And then I just changed the furniture around ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm excited about the clippers. It's the little things, literally the little things. This, not much has changed. I took Corinne out of it. I didn't even, poor Blix. It's springtime and he's still in his like bear suit. But I am just assuming that they're going to the ice skating rink, and that's why she is still bundled up, that Gwen and Blix are still bundled up. I had this turned around to show the fireplace, for those of you who are familiar with Corinne's bedroom. I had the fireplace showing, and then I flipped it back around to the desk. So took all the Christmas stuff off. There were some Christmas cards hanging on one of those wooden posts, but mostly this is how it looks year-round. When you have this many doll rooms, you're not going to change up every single thing every single time. Also because I really like what it looks like. So this is part of a different dollhouse, and it's featuring a lot of Our Generation stuff. So one of the vintage Our Generation kitchens, which I really like. I call it vintage. I don't know when it came out relative to other sets. It just looks vintage. And look, Nellie does not get enough love in my collection, but she looks so cute in this weekend baking outfit, hanging out with Z, making some cupcakes. You can barely see the tray back there in the oven, but there they are, all decorated. And then immediately above the kitchen is this nursery. I really like this room. I rearranged the furniture just to switch something up. So I put the changing table area on the opposite side of the room. Here's a little shelf with some tinctures and powders and wipes. A little playpen and a box of books. Never too young to start them on books. The American Girl crib. Some more art that I printed out. Whoa, I knocked something over. And a little toy box. Well, toy bucket, whatever. There's Lilibet and the baby's high chair. And I use this bag. It's like a sports bag, but I use it as the diaper bag. One of the diaper bags. Aw, the babies are so cute. Speaking of, the babies are so cute. I didn't even want to take this baby off the toilet. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you know that baby's been sitting on the toilet for a few months now. Sometimes it's hard to get it out. And the baby is still sitting there after months. One thing I usually forget to do when I do a dollhouse tour is make all the sounds in the bathroom too. So I'm going to try to remember to do that. That's apparently running water. And then let me grab the baby. Maybe next time I do a doll rooms tour or dollhouses tour, the baby will not be on the toilet because you heard me flush it. I do not like these lights. They're so yellow and dim, and I kind of don't see what the point of them is. But all in all, this is one of my favorite rooms in that particular dollhouse. Yeah, Aw. They are so freaking cute. I love it. Okay. This is always a fan favorite because it's so relatable. It is these young adults. They're probably just finishing up college, or maybe they didn't go to college, or maybe they're still in college, but this is probably their first apartment. They have a revolving door of roommates so they can, always have enough people living there to make ends meet. And everything is hand-me-downs. They're not too concerned about it. As you can see, a box on the table or a box on the floor makes a perfectly good coffee table. I love it. Oh, I did add the American Girl live in concert. I'm assuming they went to that concert. And then the people in there are, of course, changed from the last time. All right. I'm going to pretend that I'm trying to grow a rooftop garden, and that's why that fake grass is up there, or that fake greenery. It's not really the reason, but it's out of the way now. Some art supplies. That was, I think, the Disney ILY or ILY purple cart. And then Z's light there. That is stuff from the World by Us Community Center. And then, of course, this is Z Yang's desk. I say, of course, it may not be obvious to everybody watching, but that's Z Yang's desk. McKenna. Hanging out with Marie Grace. Because in my world, they don't all have to stick to their historical time or to their doll line. I appreciate the stories and the characters that American Girl has created, and I do conserve their names if American Girl gave them names. But as far as like photo shoots and just being in the dollhouse, they're allowed to hang out in whatever time period or whatever clothing or whatever physical spaces they want. Okay, some close-ups. There's going to be like a kind of out of place seeming close-up in just a second. But I just had to show you, here we go, how bad these strawberries are. Like they look so ridiculously fake and poor quality. Anyway, those came with the World by Us little mini fridge, and I was sorely disappointed by them. I moved the furniture around a little bit in the pet shop. I know it says adopt, don't shop. I'm confused by this is a pet boutique, but it also is all about pet adoption. If anybody wants to explain that to me, go for it. The American Girl boutique, pet boutique, is right across the parking lot from a PetSmart. Competition's healthy, I guess. Sorry about the ring light there. I usually don't take these out and show you the lights or any sounds, so let me do that. Trying to make sure that I give you a little bit different look at things each time. Aww. See, even that was much longer. There has to be something about Mary Ellen's Airstream that I need to change because seriously, every sound is like 5 seconds long. So that can't be by design. Somebody will let me know. You all are a wealth of knowledge, and I appreciate you. All right. Oh, so by the way, that the pet boutique was the first in a new dollhouse. So we're now on like at least the third dollhouse in the basement. And I know somebody corrected me before that Bratz weren't out in 1999, but this is like ish. This room belongs to the Hoffman twins, and maybe it's 2001. Maybe it's even 2002. What do I know? It's their room, and the presence of the brats there is none of my business. The twins are off somewhere else in our home, so I have stand-in twins. So the one in the purple dress is Giselle, and the one in the yellow has since been named Celeste. I think she didn't have a name last time I shared her in a video. And we got a second Girl of Today sleeping bag not too long ago at a doll show. So the dolls actually have one whole sleeping bag each. I have given up trying to have those posters stay on in the background or on the walls there. They just keep coming off. Isabel's bed is up top and Nikki's is on the bottom, in case anybody was wondering. A little chandelier, locker chandelier that I love. Yeah, this is such a fun room. By the way, of course, I would love to read your comments below. Do you have a dollhouse? Do you have multiple? Are you looking forward to having one? Would you make one? Would you buy it? All of the things. I love, love, love dollhouses and hearing about them and seeing them and everything related to them. Okay, this is the bottom of 3 rooms in this current dollhouse, and I changed up quite a bit here. So if you are a regular viewer, you'll know that the couch changed places, the desk got turned around to show the lockers, the fruit juice stand, the juice whatever, juicing stand is an addition. So yeah, lots of changes in here. I don't love that you can't access the water bottle, the water fountain filler, whatever you call that thing. But I tried doing it another way, like putting it all the way up against the right wall, and then the couch can't fit. So this is what I needed to do to change things up. I don't know which way makes more sense. Would it make more sense to have a desk in a coffee shop or lockers in a coffee shop? I think a desk, but I just wanted to change things around. Yep. And obviously the people in there, or the dolls in there have changed. All right. Blair's restaurant is to the right of that latest dollhouse, the last one that we were looking at. I do like a full picture and a full like quick video of all of this basement. So if you have a hard time visualizing it, don't worry, you'll get to see the full picture. Here is Marley, and she is working at Blair's restaurant. Somebody's got to do it, and Blair is upstairs. Blair was like, I worked a shift that didn't end for 2.5 months. Somebody else is up. Apparently, Blair's restaurant is not observing labor laws because they're just out here letting people work for months at a time. All right, and there was Lily, our number 4. So at least you can get a sense of where these two things are in relation to each other. And by the way, when I bought that shelf, the IKEA shelf that has all the doll rooms there, it already had these 2 bars. So I just put like big ball gown kind of things on there. Some close-ups. I really like Blair's restaurant. It falls under the category of things that we paid less than retail for, that I'm glad we paid less than retail for, but it was not dirt cheap at all. We paid pretty close to retail. And then a favorite. This bakery is so huge. I have it on a giant, like a full-size train table, and I still can't stretch out the doors, like open them all the way. Also, do you check out Amara's dress? It's a Paris dress, and she's in this Parisian bakery. How freaking cute is that? Like, Do you really even need to be in this bakery if you don't have an Eiffel Tower on your clothing? Because that's 2 out of 3. All right. What about you, Ivy? Ivy might not get to shop here because she doesn't have an Eiffel Tower on her clothing. Yeah, I love this bakery. I just love doll houses. I love these doll spaces so much. It is so nice to have the luxury of space and be able to create these. Here's our hotel. I don't remember if I had this cart in there last time or if the room service was just on the bed or something, but that cart is from Target. And then Danny's there, looking cute as always. I think I need to move her eye just a little bit because she's looking like a Josefina mold. Looking wonky-eyed like a Josefina mold. They never make the bed. I'm never making that bed because in my scenes, they have always just gotten out of bed or something, and nobody's making their bed at the hotel. And of course, they ask the staff not to come in so they don't have to clean up every single day. And there's Brooklyn. My mini-me, my adult mini-me, Casey, is living out a fantasy, working at the American Girl Cafe. Look, if you've ever been to an event there, they have the little box of American Girl trivia. So while Brooklyn is waiting on Danny to meet her downstairs or down the hall or whatever in the cafe, this lady is just insisting on playing trivia with her. Brooklyn's like, Danny, hurry up and get down here. This lady is asking me all kinds of questions. I don't know all the answers. She won't leave. Because I would totally be that employee. Be like, come on, play trivia with me. True or false? Josefina and her family were citizens of Mexico. True. The tiny cup. It's the tiny cup for me. It's so cute. All right. I say it every time. This will be no different. Don't blame me for the fact that these rooms are unfinished. Rebecca's rooms are not my domain. Look, I put a picture frame in there. It doesn't even have pictures in it. Rebecca's rooms are not my domain. Grace will do this whenever she wants. She is doing 1,000 other things. She is busy sewing amazing doll clothes, and this is not her priority. But someday the inspiration is going to hit her, and she's going to be the one to make these look amazing. I just put enough in here that I can film it and show you that we have 2 rooms in a dollhouse for Rebecca. And she's the only doll that gets 2 rooms. And they're the least finished. I don't know. Don't ask me. Nobody's paying me to make sense. All right. And then on top of Rebecca's rooms is the diner. I mostly didn't change anything except for I always had the diner pushed all the way to the back of this space, and then I moved it forward enough so that I could put a worker behind the counter. Before, I'd had a worker like in front of the counter, and I put her behind just to change it up. And so I had to, move everything up a little bit, but sad, sad hamburger. Most pathetic AG hamburger ever. I love all the colors of this, though. That seafoam green, it's so cute. Sad, sad hamburger. It's so bad. None of the food in this diner is going to make anybody's mouths water. Okay, so here is the whole scanning the room. Glue stick on the floor, apparently. And the chair that came from the Columbus American Girl store after it, well, the day that it closed. There we go. So that is the basement. I love it. Now we're jumping up to the upstairs. This is the second floor. And by the way, the first floor has my daughter's dollhouse. I'm probably just going to put like a picture at the very end because nothing really changes. And I would have to clean it all up just to show you. And she's a 4-year-old, so it's a mess. I'm just going to show you a picture of it. If you want to watch one of the other videos, I show it in more detail. But she has her own dollhouse that she can mess with and leave a disaster area as she wishes. Claudie's Bakery, I maybe haven't shown before. I bought this prior to Christmas of 2023, and then I kept it in the box for a while, and I got it out not too long ago. I love it. It is not like the sturdiest thing, but I like how movable the pieces are and that it's got play value on both sides so you can turn it around if you want to be able to access the oven. I love the color scheme, the fonts. Yeah. And then this, I definitely haven't shown, at least in this way. So I brought Tenny's. Some of these big pieces like rotate out. So I had Tenny's stage stored in the basement under a table. And I brought it up and made a few changes so that it could be a stage for Covey, because I think Covey's stage is super flimsy and not impressive. So there's the Wicked poster in the background. I just like printed out something and covered up the things that said like Nashville and Tenny or whatever, things that made it really obvious that it was Tenny's stage. And then that case in front is Gabriella's, and it says Gabrielle on the front. So I just put some washi tape on it to cover it up and some stickers. And then I haven't really done anything with this room. It is like a folding room that only cost me $10 to make. There's a tutorial, again, in the tutorial and DIY playlist if you're interested in making a foam board collapsible room for about $10. I highly recommend it. This one is a space that my daughter enjoys. I just like all the miniature books. I'm going to be real. The rest of it I don't care that much about, but I love all the mini books. So we had gotten this door just for photo opportunities and then realized it's too short for the dolls. See, it's too short. But you can do this cool thing with it. You can just get pictures like you're looking into any space that you want through a window or looking out of a window. So it's good for pictures. There are all the miniature books. Love, love, love. And then I'm saving for last, the tour of the dollhouse upon which the bakery and the Covey/Tenny stage are sitting, is the dollhouse that my friend Adam and I made. And it has been recently redecorated for spring. I love this dollhouse so much. I can see it every single day for multiple hours a day. Well, not every day, but all the days that I work, I get to see it for multiple hours just right across from where I'm working. And we have several pieces, like we have more furniture than can fit in here. So some pieces, like the kitchen, always stay, but other pieces I decide whether they're going to stay or not. Like the thing that the stand mixer is on hasn't been in there for about a year. And let's see what else. Oh my gosh. It's all the details, all the tiny details that make it look lived in, but way cleaner than my own home. That's what I'm here for. That's my fantasy. There is 5 Hens and a Cockatiel, one of the 2 calendars that we got for 2024. The TV stand and TV come up for 2 seasons out of the year. The other 2 seasons, it's the fireplace from Our Generation, and then my daughter and I just trade back and forth. So she gets whichever one I'm not using. That little end table, that is sometimes in here and sometimes not. And the little coffee table, also sometimes in here, sometimes not, because we just have, like I said, more furniture than we can fit in here. So, yeah. Scrapbooking paper. I make the doors of the entertainment center and the glass top thing of the coffee table. The scrapbooking paper makes them match for like practically no money. So it's very, very good plan. I like practically no money. I like things that cost practically no money. So many delicious looking foods. Yeah. That is it for that dollhouse. And then, like I said, here's a picture of my daughter's dollhouse. This is it looking nice and clean. This is not representative. And she'll put Barbies in here and she'll put like Disney dolls that aren't 18-inch, and she's got the 14-inch, and whoever wants to be in there is in there. She's 4 years old. It's fine. All right. Again, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think of our doll spaces and what doll spaces you have or would like to have. And if you haven't subscribed, please feel free. If you have, thank you so much. That's awesome. Either way, I put out videos every single week, usually more than once a week. So hit the notification bell and you will know when those videos post. And until then, I hope you take care of yourself and have a wonderful week.